share. Okay, you can do your presentation with your computer or
Okay.
whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
start now. Yes.
Start. All right.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. Oh, good.
Oh, okay. So this is
Mm,
Dukanipata part 2. All right.
mm,
I'll just briefly recite the paragraph first. First paragraph. This is first paragraph.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Dwe mani bikave balani. Katamani dwe patisankana balancha bhavana balancha. Katamancha bikave patisankana balang. Ida bikave ekacho iti patisanchikati. Kaya duccaritasako papako vipako ditte cheva dhamme abhisamparayancha. Vachi duccaritassa papako vipako ditte cheva dhamme abhisamparayancha. Mano duccaritassa papako vipako ditte cheva dhamme abhisamparayancha. Ti. So iti patisankaya. Kaya duccaritang pahaya, kaya sucaritang bhaveti. Vaci duccaritang pahaya, vaci sucaritang bhaveti. Mano duccaritang pahaya, mano sucaritang bhaveti. Suddang attanang pariharati. Idang uccati bhikkhave pati kana bala. All right, okay. So the
Okay.
analysis, then we have dwe mani, which is the dwe imani. Okay, means these two. Okay, these two. Bhikkhave or monks is a vocative. Balani is a neuter plural nominative, so means powers here. All right, and then katamani dwe. So katamani dwe is an interrogative pronouns. There is a adjective to the balani. Okay, adjective balani. So nominative, interrogative. Imani is the demonstrative pronouns. Then we have the patisankana balancha bhavana balancha. So patisankana balang is a combination of patisankana plus balang, which means reflections and power. So we have this, the power of reflection. Bhavana balang is same thing. Similarly, is a combination of bhavana and balang. So it's development and power. So it is translated as the power of development. Okay, next we have katamancha bhikkhave patisankana bala. So this is the questions. Okay, so it is asked, and what is the power of reflection? Then the reply, somebody reflects here, either means a verb, means here, bhikkhave or monks, ekacho, someone. So it is an adjective in nominative form because it is there's an O there, right? And iti thus is an indeclinable. And patisanchikati is third person singular present tense. So here someone reflects. Okay. So what they reflect, it is kaya duccaritassa ko papako vipako ditte cheva dhamme abhisamparayancha. So kaya duccaritassa. So this is the kaya is the body. Duccharita means misconduct. With the SSA here, it carries the genitive case. So of the bodily misconduct, right? So ko usually means indeclinable or indeed, and then papako. Papako is the adjective to vipako. Vipako is the result. Papako is the bad or evil. Okay, so papako, vipako means bad result here. Okay, and dictate. Dictate here carries the meanings of in the present life. Okay, although we know that dictate comes the word deter, which is the sin. Okay, sin in the past participle is a past participle of paucity. Okay, but dictate is carries is in the locative case. And then the cheva is the ch able. Okay, is in the verb. Then dhamme abhisamparayancha. So abhisamparayancha here is the means future life or next life. Okay, the next life. And dame, as we know, has many meanings. So I wouldn't know how to translate this dame in this sentence. Okay, but since in the English word it says in the future life, which is in the locative, so I guess dame will be in the locative, and is connected with the abi parayancha. Okay. Then we have similarly the same. The next two is about the verbal and the mental, which is the wachi and the mano. Then the rest of sentence is the same. Okay. And that after that, then you have the one. So he means he. So third person singular nominative. So iti patisankaya. So having reflected this. So having reflected means patisankaya is in the gerund. Okay. Then when you reflect the abandon. He abandons bahaya. Okay, is a gerund. Having abandoned the bodily misconduct. Kaya ducharitang. Okay, having abandoned the bodily misconduct, then he develops. He develops. Okay, he bhavati. He develops the bodily good conduct. So kaya su charitang. Same thing. He abandons, having abandoned the verbal misconduct, wachi, the charitang, he develops the verbal good conduct. Okay, wachi su charitang. And he abandons the mental misconduct, which is mano dut charitang, and he develops the mental good conduct, which is mano su charitang. Okay. Then he maintains himself in purity. So purity here means sudang, right? Sudang, and is a past participle of sujati, and atanang, right? Atanang, from the base word atta, right? So it's considered as masculine singular accusative. Okay, you can refer to the Parliament Easy book, page 75, lesson 25. And pariharati is third person singular present tense. Okay. So himself here refer to atana. Okay. Then idang wuchati. So idang means this is a demonstrative pronouns. Wuchati. So wuchati is a present tense, but it's in the passive form. So is called. So translated as is called. Okay. So idang wuchati bikawe patisankana balang. So this is called the power of reflection. Okay, this is the second paragraph. So katamancha bikawe bhavana balang tatra bikawe yang nidang bhavana balang sekana metang balang. Okay, sekan hiso bikawe balang agama ragang pajahati. Dosang pajahati mohang pajahati. Ragang pahaya, dosang pahaya, mohang pahaya, yang akusalang netang karuti. Yang papang netang sewati. Idang wuchati bikawe bhavana balang imaniko bikawe dwe balani ti. So we have katamancha bikawe bhavana balang. So it's asking the second questions refer to the balang. So what is the power of development? Okay, bhavana development. Okay, then tatra word means there, bikawe amongst, yamidang. So this is the combination of yang, idang. Okay, is a demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns. Okay. Then you have this. Okay, bhavana balang, right? Sekana metang balang. So sekana metang is a combination of sekanang, genitive of trainees. So seka training, right? Like the present tense sikati. So it's to train. So sekanang is of genitive plural of trainees. Okay. Then etang is a masculine word for this. Okay, for this. Then same thing here, you have the word seka, okay, but this is from the is a M dot, right? Is a Niggahita. Then this is a in accusative case. Okay, so sekanhi so bikawe balang agama. So basically agama means having come, right? After coming, right? So this but you use here translation as relying on the power training, relying. So here is agama. Then you have ragang pajahati. So pajahati is the present tense of abandon. Okay, you have the pahaya earlier. You have the pahaya. There's a also is a gerund of pajahati. Okay, so that one is having abandoned, but this is abandons. Okay, so he abandons raga, he abandons dosa, and he abandons moha. So you have the raga, right? Raga, dosa, and moha. Okay, which is the last hatred and delusions. Okay, raga, lust, dosa, hatred, and moha is the delusion. Okay, so when it says having abandoned the last, right, the last hatred and delusion. So ragang, dosang, and mohang pahaya yang aku selang ne tang karoti, ne tang karoti. So one that does not do anything. The ne karoti, right? Ne tang that done, right? So of course in translation put in a better way. So one does not do anything, right? Ne tang does not do anything. Yang aku selang, that is unwholesome. Aku selang. And again, having abandoned, you don't do anything unwholesome, and that evil, that bad, right? You also do not, one does not tang sevati. So here I said pursue, but I've checked dictionary, pursue, sevati can be also means serve, associate with, or practice. So one does not practice anything bad, okay? Yang papang tang sevati. So, this is called idang ucati bikawe bhavana pala. So this is the power of development. So imani. So there's a imani is the idang is the singular, imani is the plural. So this bhikkhus, imani ko bhikkhu, dwe balani, two powers. Okay, these are the two powers. All right. Okay. Thanks, Saji.
Thanks a lot. You done your homework very well. How long does it take you to finish all these analysis?
Few days, Saji.
But it's interesting, right? Interesting,
yes,
right?
the more you investigate, actually, initially when you look at the whole sentence, you may find that it's very difficult. But when you break into one by one, the sentence, right? Then you can see the picture.
Yeah, but at first it looked very unfamiliar because a lot of new words and new sentence. But when you break it, you find that the sentence is very short, right? Very short.
Yes.
And once you get to few of the new beginning few words, then the rest you notice there are a lot of repetition.
Yeah, repetition. Yes.
Okay. So just now you say you have few doubts on where. Can you show me again?
Yeah, the one that dame abisa parancha here.
Yeah, show me again. Yeah.
Okay. This should be okay. Abisam parancha. So because it's translated in the future life, right?
Yes,
but I know, but I checked Abhisamparayan means next life or future life.
Yes.
But what about the Dhamma here?
Mm.
But Abhisamparayan is not in the locative.
Yeah.
So I try to reconcile between these two words.
Have you checked the case? What kind of gender? The gender of the Abhisamparan?
I can't remember. I think it should be neuter, is it? Forgotten.
What kind of dictionary are you checking? You know,
the
your
concise
dictionary?
Concise Pali
Concise
dictionary.
Pali dictionary.
Yeah.
You don't have the PCD. PCD, the one I have.
I used the one, the golden dictionary, but I didn't check the one.
Oh, okay.
Parayan is masculine.
Masculine, okay.
Yes.
So here is a okay.
But there's a dame here. So the translation of dame should be in this context will be, I don't know.
Abhisampara. Yeah, it's a 未来式, it's a masculine.
Yeah,
But here
masculine.
is not shown as masculine, it's shown as
Yes,
the, yeah,
located.
okay, that's locative. And dite dame is in locative.
Yes,
Abisampara is not locative. Yeah, there's
yes.
one doubts here. Yeah. You can highlight with another color. So next time you
Ah,
come
okay.
to it, maybe you put like what I do, red color, whatever. So next
Ah,
time you
okay. Yeah.
see, yeah. Dite dama is okay because it's a standard things in Bali. You see this dita dama. It's only this the case of this abis sampara is very not sure what it is.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So yes, can you stop your sharing for a while? So
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
show you my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just say okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I will show you my screen. Then you can see the. So this is the best dictionary. Okay. When you see the Dita Dhamma,
Mm,
all right, it's already mentioned in Myanmar dictionary, concise dictionary. Is in this word. Yeah. So
mm.
Dita Dhamma is a,
Oh, okay.
yeah, Dita Dhamma. The Dhamma is not the teaching of the Buddha or whatever. It is a word by itself, Dita Dhamma. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
dicta is seen,
See.
what you can see, what things you can see. That means that you can see only in this life. Next life is not sure, right? So
Yes.
dita dhamma is not a problem. It's only that one abhisambara. Sambara.
So which means dite is also adjective to dame and apa abisamparanyan also adjective to dame. Is that
No,
way?
no.
No.
Dita dhamma is a one word here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The abhisampara is a here. Future rebirth, next word. But the problem is why is in a either should be accusative, right? Because this
Yeah.
masculine. There's one thing that we have to check maybe the whole Tipitaka to find out the answer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. But okay, there's one question. And what is another question you have? This is the only one.
I think only one.
Okay, okay. So yeah, thanks for your sharing. Very
Yeah.
good.
Thank you. So
Can see you
Saji, I have to
done
take my
lots of
leave first.
hard work.
I have to take my
Okay,
leave. I have
okay,
to
okay,
go.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so next person. All right. So Jenny, are you ready?
Yeah,
Jenny? Okay. Can you
yeah.
share your screen? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see the
Yes,
screen?
yes, I can see your screen. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, using the Excel.
Yeah, because I'm not very sure with Word document.
Okay, okay. All
So
right. Yes.
yeah. So
Mm.
should I recite the
Yeah, yeah, sure.
yeah
Okay. Oh,
kata
yeah, part two. Or part two. Or part
yeah,
one.
mine
Oh,
is
yeah.
part two because
Okay,
part one
part.
is similar to
Okay, okay.
brother's cow. Yeah,
Okay, okay, good.
yeah. Kata manca bikawe bawana balang. Ida bikawe biku sati sambo jagang bawati. Vivekani sitang viragani sitang niroda nisitang wasaga parinamin. Dhamma vichaya sambo jagang bhavati. Viriya sambo jagang bhavati. Piti sambo jagang bhavati. Pasadi sambo jagang bhavati. Samadhi sambo jagang bhavati. Upeka sambo jagang bhavati. Vivekani sitang viragani sitang niroda nisitang balani ti. Okay, I just want to explain, you can see some, what you call green color. That portion is actually, I do the analysis for the compound word. And the bottom one that is not highlighted, that one would be the analysis for the non-compound word. So it's actually easier for me not to confuse myself. Okay, the kata mancha is actually compound word of katamang and che. Katamang is pronoun interrogative, meaning the meaning is what, and che is indeclinable, meaning is and. So the whole word, the analysis is neuter nominative singular, meaning and what. Bikawe is a nominative vocative plural. I mean, just for my knowledge, so I just copy the root. The Bikawe root is actually big. So Bikawe is meaning old monk. Bawana Balang is actually compound word of Bawana and Balang. And you can see I put the root for both of the words, which is bu and ba. So Bawana is actually a feminine singular. Bawana is not declined because it's in compound word, so it is not declined. Meaning, the meaning is developing. Balang, the word is neuter nominative singular, meaning power. So the whole word, what do you call the grammar is neuter nominative singular, which mean the meaning is a power of development. So here is actually asking Omang, what is the power of development? So the next sentence is Ida is adverb of place, which is indeclinable, meaning here, Bikawe, same as just now, nominative vocative, masculine vocative plural, meaning Omang. Biku is masculine nominative singular, meaning monk. Sati Sambojagang is a compound word of Sati and Sambojagang. Sati, the grammar is a female singular. Because it's compound word, so it's not declined. Meaning, the meaning is mindfulness. Sambojagang is actually made up of somebody and anga. The grammar is masculine accusative singular. The meaning is enlightenment factor. The whole word, the grammar is masculine accusative singular, and it means enlightenment factor of mindfulness. Sorry. Okay. Bhavati is third person singular present tense. It's also causative. Bhavati, the root is book, which means develops. Viveka Nisitang is actually made up of Viveka plus Nisitang. Viveka is a compound word. Grammar is masculine singular, meaning is seclusion. Nisitang is a past participle of nisayati. It is in accusative. Because Nisitang is actually is what do you call related to Sati Sambojagang. So that's why Sati Sambojagang and Vivekani Sitang is in accusative mode. The Vivekani Sitang, the grammar whole word is actually past participle masculine accusative singular, which means based upon seclusion. Viraga Nisitang is made up of Viraga plus Nisitang. Viraga grammar is masculine singular because it's also in compound, so it's not declined. The word is meaning dispassion. Nisitang is the same as previous one. So the whole word actually means based upon dispassion. And is also accusative is because it's related to Sati Sambojagang. So Niroda Nisitang is made up of Niroda and Nisitang. Niroda grammar is masculine singular, also because in compound, so it's not declined. It means cessation. So the whole word is actually the same. Past participle masculine accusative singular, because also related to Sati Sambojagang, it's also in accusative. Meaning is based upon cessation. Posaga parinamin is made up of posaga and parinamin. Posaga grammar is masculine singular, also compound word, meaning is release. Parinamin is adjective from the word parinamati in accusative form, because also due to Sati Sambojagang, so it's in accusative form, meaning maturing in release. So the whole sentence means, O monk, here a bhikkhu develops the enlightenment factor of mindfulness that is based upon seclusion, dispassion, and cessation, maturing in release. So, okay. The following word is Dhamma Vichaya Sambojagang, which makes up of Dhamma Vichaya Sambojagang. Dhamma, grammar is masculine singular because it's in compound word, so it's not decline, which means phenomena in this context. Vichaya is masculine singular, also because in compound it's not decline, which means investigation. What you call the meaning given to us is it was using discrimination, but I think I prefer to use investigation. So Sambo Jagang is made up of Sambodhi and Anga, so which was explained just now. So it means enlightenment factor. So the whole word, the grammar is masculine accusative singular, which means enlightenment factor of investigation of phenomena. Bhavati is a third person singular plural, also causative. Just now we explained already, which means develop. So the sentence means he develops the enlightenment factor of investigation of phenomena. So the next one, Viriya Sambojagang. Viriya grammar is neuter singular, also in compound, so it's not decline, which means energy. Sambojagang, we know, is enlightenment factor. So the whole word's grammar is masculine accusative singular, enlightenment factor of energy. Bhavati, we already explained, so which means develops the enlightenment factor of energy. Okay, the next is Piti Sambojagang, which makes up of Piti and Sambojagang. Piti is a female singular because also in compound, so not decline, which means rapture. So here it means enlightenment factor of rapture. So this sentence means develops the enlightenment factor of rapture. Next is Pasadi Sambojagang, which makes up of Pasadi and Sambojagang. Pasadi grammar is a female singular, also because in compound, not what do you call decline, which means tranquility. Here is enlightenment factor of tranquility. So it means develop the enlightenment factor of tranquility. Next is Samadhi Sambojagang, which makes up of Samadhi Sambojagang. Samadhi is a masculine singular, also not decline, which means stillness of mind. The translation given, I think it use concentration, but I prefer to use stillness of mind. So here I use as I translate as enlightenment factor of stillness of mind. So it says develop the enlightenment factor of stillness of mind. So the next is Upeka Sambojagang, mix up of Upeka and Sambojagang. Upeka is a female singular because in compound not decline, which means equal amenity. So it means enlightenment factor of equal amenity. And the rest we already explained just now. So the translation is develop the enlightenment factor of equanimity that is based upon seclusion, dispassion, and cessation, maturing in release. Okay, so idang is made up of ida and So ida is an adverb which is indeclinable, which means this. Is the grammar is actually neuter nominative singular. Why? Because it's related to bawana balang. So bawana balang is nominative, neuter nominative singular. So we use idang to because it's related to bawana balang. Uchati is actually third person present tense, third person singular present tense, which is called, which the meaning is called. So bikawe we know is nominative, masculine vocative plural, which means omang. Bawana balang, which we already explained, is power of development. So it translated as omang. This is called the power of development. And imani is made up of ima plus ani. So ima is actually pronounced plural, which means this. We use imani here because of palani, which is plural. So yeah, ko is actually indeclinable, which means indeed. Bikawe is we already know, masculine vocative plural, omang. Due, which means two. Palani is neuter nominative plural, which means powers. So it means omang, these indeed are the two powers. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, Fahadi.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I think you all seems to be very expert already.
Huh?
So when I see you, I think, oh, I was thinking, oh, you all are so expert there. Why you still attend my class, you know?
Oh no,
Yeah.
actually, I must make a confession because before I do this presentation, what you call Brother Cow is very nice. He has a discussion with me, plus a few brother and sister. Because I haven't really done this type of presentation before.
Okay.
So he kind of like give me a framework, like what are the important grammatical information that I should include in the presentation. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of like, oh, okay. He gave me some tips. So then I put my idea inside there. So that's why I can present. Otherwise, I blur.
Okay, so when you're doing this, I think this paragraph is actually quite simple, right? It's nothing complicated. So do you find any difficulty? With the help of dictionary, I think most of the answer you can find in dictionary, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So any difficulty?
Any difficulty? I think difficulty is mainly on the compound word.
For example, which one?
Let's say the you know that Vivekani Sitang and
it's two things, Vivekani Siddham, Viragani Siddham,
So like the Wasaga Pari Namin, this is actually I think more to an adjective, right? Yeah, so at first I couldn't find the word Wasaga in the dictionary. I used a few also, I couldn't find. So I asked Brother Kao, and then Brother Kao said, you have to, I have to check with the PCED, the concise, from there I can find the word. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I think your presentation also very nice. I also surprised, even like word like bala, some small word, you also try to find the root of the small word like bala. Because normally, so far I have been doing is that we are try to analyze all the verb only. So I haven't really do the words because words also. So I surprised you all managed to find a small thing like the words also. Yeah. Okay, so I think your presentation is very nice. So do you explain the relationship between what is subject, object, what is adjective? Did you explain just now? The subject, object. What is the main verb? What's the main word? What's the subject? What's the object? Do you do this kind of analysis? Relationship between words to words, you know, the relationship.
Yeah, I think here I didn't really explain
Focus
it.
it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so next time, so please remember you have to focus on this because
Mm,
so what you do is really words by words, but you haven't
mm,
really see the whole structure of the sentence.
mm,
Uh,
mm,
okay, so next
mm,
time, for example, like kata manca bikawe bawana balam. So maybe you can put kata manca, just put down there. It's a question. Okay, it's
mm,
it just a okay on a you have the row number 17, right? So you just put down there. It's a question here, kata manca. Okay, you just type the word question here.
mm.
Okay,
Okay.
and bawana balam is a subject here. Yeah, there's only one subject. Okay. Yeah. All right. So how about the next one? The next one you let me see. Okay. Ida bikawe sat bikawe biku sati sambujam baweti. So here, who is the subject? Who is the subject?
The monk.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to write down among is subject, and then sati sambujagam is the
Object.
object, right? What is the
Yeah.
verb here?
What is
Baweti.
bhaveti? Yeah.
Okay, then how about the next one? I cannot see the screen, the Viveka, yeah, make your screen little bit. Okay, Viveka, Viraga, Nirvana. So what is this? What do you think? What is this?
I know it's related to the Sati Sambojaga, but I don't know
Right.
what is the term to use to explain these few attributes, I think. Is that what you call attributes?
Yeah, attribute. It can be adjective here, right? Adjective to the Sati Sambojagam. Can you make your screen little bit small so we can see some more? Make your screen small, yeah. See, because now I cannot see the Sambojagam, yeah. Make it a little bit small. Zoom in, yeah. Zoom out, yeah.
Let me go to.
Yeah, okay. Just zoom out, yeah. Zoom out, yes. Okay, right. So I still cannot see the Sambojagam. Okay.
Don't know why I
Yeah.
can. Hang on. I think I can.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, so Bhaveti Sambojagam, Vivekam, Nisidam. So you can see already Sati Sambojagam, Bhaveti, Viveka Nisidam, Viraka Nisidam. Now, do you see the relationship between the Sati Sambojagam and Viveka Nisidam? Do you see it? It's a explanation, right? It is actually we call it the modifier. So it explain more. So it's as an adjective here. Okay. So you can write down the relationship like Bhaveti is a verb, and then Sati Sambojaga is the object here, and then Viveka Nisidam explain more about the Sati Sambojaga as an adjective. All right. So you need this kind of analysis in terms of a sentence. Just mean that you already zoom in very detailed words by words. But what we need to do is see the whole sentence by itself. What is the relationship between one word to another word? Okay. And some more down there. Some more. Can I see some more down there? Yes. Okay. Then the rest are same. All right. We will Dhamma Vijaya Sambojagam. All these are same. Okay. All right. Okay. So do you have any question about your sharing? Anything you want to ask someone which is not clear to you?
I think at the moment it's
Yeah.
still okay. Yeah, at the moment.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I think my para here is not as what do you call? It's more simple compared to Brothers Cowan.
But yours also very nice. I think the other student they were very impressed with you all. Okay, thanks very much. Can you stop sharing your screen? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, okay. So we have other participants. So the rest of the student, do you have anything to say? Anybody want to give your feedback about their presentation?
Yes, thank you, Brother Kao and Sister Jenny. I think it's wonderful to to learn from the two of you. Your your very much effort and it's
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see that it's not easy. It's not easy for you to come up with this kind of presentation, but really thank you. Very grateful that we are
Okay.
able to learn so much, and it makes the whole paragraph clearer from
Mm.
looking at, like, for instance, just Sister Jenny, she put up in.
Can you start your video? Yeah, so
Oh,
everybody, yeah, start your video,
so,
please. Yes.
okay.
Okay, good. So when you see their presentation, do you think you can do like this?
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Honestly, not yet.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe not as detailed because I think they've been learning sometime, but maybe not as detailed as they can. But can you see how do you understand how they do it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really wonderful. Really, thank you.
Okay. So
It
they
really,
are doing the analysis on one word, like okay, for example, what is the root? Then whether is it present tense? Like I always ask you, is it present tense, is it past tense, and then this one. But like Sister Jenny just now, she forget to see the relationship. I think Buttercup also didn't do about this, the relationship between one word to another word. Okay. So next time when you all do, should pay attention. This is also important because if we go word by word, we forget to see the overall general view. That's also important. Okay. So
yes.
maybe next time when you're ready.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I would want the student to take internal, not maybe right now, but next time you see their two presentation, you already get some idea what you should do. Okay, Doris, how about other people? Sister Wong or okay, any other feedback?
Saya lagi,
Can you
I
turn
think
on your video?
I be,
Turn on your video, yeah.
I appear a bit later. Host asked you to start your video. Okay, I put okay.
Okay.
I'm very bad with this IT things.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Really appreciate the
Mm-hmm.
effort and the work Brother Kao and
Mm.
Sister Jenny put in,
Okay.
and from there we can follow and learn. So really very appreciative.
So do you think you can do it something like this?
I will try later because it's very challenging, and we can learn more from there to investigate the words. But I have some limitation because my
Computer.
computer. This is
Okay. So next time,
and
if you cannot do with computer, what you do like traditional way, you take a piece of paper, you write down words by words, and then you take photo of your writing, on a piece of
okay.
paper. That's why my lecturer in our university, what they do is traditional way, they write on a whiteboard. They write the words, they write the English, they write the Pali. Sometimes they just pick up, oh, this is past tense, present tense. So we as a student, we have to copy the notes very fast, traditional way, whiteboard,
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
do you think you
Okay,
can do
I'll
something
try.
like that? Maybe not 100%, at least
I
50%.
will. Yeah,
50%.
I can try.
Okay, next time I will give you something simple. Now the things they do is a bit about how he already learned Pali for some time. That's why I give him the first one, which is more difficult. And then Jenny, she only take the second part. Second part actually very short. Okay. All right.
Okay,
So next
thank
time you
you.
all can try.
Thank you for the
Okay.
encouragement again. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So okay, now I will do some add on to what they say just now. Okay. All right. So I will share my screen because they already done the analysis. So I just need to highlight some important points. Okay. So I want to go words by words already because they already done that. Yeah. So if you have question, you can unmute later. Okay. So I think what we do is we can just read again, the one that done by the brother Carl. Okay. Everybody turn on your mic and we read together. Okay. Due mani bikawe balani.
Mani bikawe balani.
Katamani due.
Katamani dwe.
Pati sangkana balanca bawana balanca.
Pati sangkana balanca bawana balanca.
Katamancha bikawe patisankhana balam.
Katamancha
Mancha
bhikkhave
bhikkhave
patisankhana
balang.
Ida bikawe ekacho iti patisanchikati.
ida
Ida bhikkhave ekacho iti patisanchikati.
Kaya ducharita sa ko papako vipako. Tite chewa dame abisamparan yancha.
Kaya duri charita sako papako vipako ite dame abisamparayancha.
Wachi ducharita sa papako vipako. Tite chewa dame abisamparan yancha.
Wachi ducharita sa papako vipako ite chewa dame abisamparayancha.
Mano ducharita sa papako vipako. Tite chewa dame abisamparan yancha di.
Mano ducaritasa papako vipako tete chewa dame abisamparayancha ti.
Okay. So iti pati sankhaya kaya ducharitam bahaya kaya sucharitam bhaveti.
So iti
sankhaya
sankaya charitang ahaya kaya charitang bhaveti.
Wachi ducharitam bahaya wachi sucharitam bhaveti.
Wachi du charitang ahaya wachi charitang bhaveti.
Manu
Bhaveti.
ducharitam bahaya manu sucharitam bhaveti.
Mano du charitang bahaya
mano
sucharitang bhaveti.
Sudam atam parihayati.
Sudang atanang pariharati.
Idang wuchati bikawe pati sankhana balam.
Idang wujati bikawe pati sankhana balang.
Okay, so we continue. Katamancha bikawe bawana balam.
katamancha
Mancha bikawe bawana balang.
Tatra bikawe yamidam bawana balam. Sekana metam balam.
Tatra bikawe yamidang bawana balang. Sekana metam balang.
Sekan hi so bikawe balam agama. Ragam pajahati. Dosam pajahati. Moham pajahati.
Sekanhi so bikawe balang agama ragam pajahati dosang pajahati mohang pajahati.
Ragam pahaya. Dosa pahaya. Moham pahaya.
Ragam bahaya dosang bahaya mohang bahaya.
Yam akusalam natam karoti. Yam papam natam sewati.
Yang aku salah natang karoti yang pang natang sewati.
Idang wuchati bikawe bawana balam.
Idang ucati kawe bawana balang.
Okay. Imani ko bikawe dwe balani ti.
Imani ko kawe dwe balani ti.
Okay. So just now the brother Kao already do in the detailed explanation. So we just roughly look at it. Okay, so now with the Pali one line and English one line, so easier to look at it. Okay, due mani, due imani. So these are these two power bikawe balani. Katama, kata always start with the K sound, is always the question. So katamani due, what are two? And the answer is Patisankhana Balam, Chap, and Bawana is a development of power. Okay, then the question again. Kataman Chap Bikawe Patisankhana Balam. And what is the power reflection? Okay, so this one should come here. Okay, so by this sentence is just trying to tell you that there are two kinds of power. One is the power of reflection and powers of development. Actually, bhavana means that another meaning of bhavana is meditation. Okay. And now the question, the first one is the power of reflection, patisankhana, right? Then you can see this one, the Pali word is the patisankhana, right? You can see this one. And then this is the verb here. Okay. You can see the word, it looks same, okay? Patisankhana and patisan. Another sanchikata. Even though it looks little bit same or different, but you look at the word, there's always the pati here. Yeah, maybe there's some meaning with this. So when like people are doing like analysis, all the students like just now. So when you we say look at the overview, you notice that there's something here. Why these things are repeating here? Okay, so in this way you can reflect what is the purpose of this prefix pati. Is there some special meaning? All right, so we need to so this means that you all can try to find out the meaning of this prefix root. Okay, pati. Okay, so why is it play a significant part here? So let's see. So just look at the word pati. You can see here. Okay, against, opposite, towards. Okay, so if we can take it like towards, right? Or if you look at the Pali Meizi, there's also another meaning. Okay, let me look at my Pali Meizi. I look at my book first, okay? Because it takes some time to find out in the 78, I think. Prefix. Okay, 97. 97. Okay. Again in return, all right? So according to Pali Meizi, the root is the again or in return, okay? So if you look at it, the root may be like the power reflection. So what's the meaning of power reflection? So means that you look at it again and again, or you contemplate it again and again, right? So so I think Brother Kao already explained the meaning just now. So we just take again, right? Patisankhati, okay? Yeah. Discriminate, consider, yeah. Ik, consider, look at it again and again. Okay. The main thing is the root, all right? The root is chik. Chikati. Yeah, it should not be this root. I think the root should be this ik. The root should be this ik. Yeah, should be this ik. I is to see. Yeah, it should be this root. Yeah. Okay. So let's say this one. Okay, I think it should not be this chik. Pati. Pati plus some plus chik. Chikati. Okay, so we have to look at it. So when you learn the Pali, it cannot be to announce and tell. It doesn't have this kind of meaning. Yeah. I think the meaning should be this ik, because it is to see something. This should be the right meaning. Okay. But we leave it like that first. Okay. Then patisankha, right? Patisankha. Right. But we look at this patisankhana and patisanchikati. So look at for another meaning. Because the verb is always very important. Patisankhati. Yeah, this is correct one. From the word patisankhati. I think Brother Kao already checked just now. So it's very important when you, for example, you have a noun. This means that whenever you have the noun, okay, from the noun, sorry, I cannot copy that. From the noun, you have to find the verb, okay. From the noun, like this, patisankha, sorry, I cannot copy correctly. For this, okay, try again. Okay, this is the noun. For the noun, you have to find the verb, okay. The verb is this one, okay. And then from here, you have to find the right meaning. Yeah, to think over reflection. That is correct because the patisankhana is the reflection. All right. This means that from the noun, the next step you should do is try out to find the verb here. Okay, this is important. Right. So I think the rest is easy. Right. This is also very easy. The next sentence, kaya ducharita sako papako vipako dite chewa dame abisamparansha. All right, this is the first one. Then wachi ducharitasa papako vipako dite chewa dame paranansha. Right. Now the thing is, when you come to here, you notice the genitive, right? Also this genitive, and also this genitive. But when you check the translation, there's no genitive here, right? The kaya ducharita is a genitive here, but when you translate, it becomes the nominative as a subject. Okay, so there's one point that you should be noticed that. Okay, why is a genitive, but here it become nothing. Okay, there's one thing that you can consider. Okay, this is a note here. So when you all student, when you study, you have to notice the change of this one, right? For example, now it's genitive. It's difficult to copy. I'll try to copy here. Okay, so it's a genitive, but now it appear as a nominative. Okay, but it's still on the subject here, right? So that's one way. Okay, so you can see the translation. The first translation is this way: bodily misconduct has the bad result. Papako vipako. Papako is bad. Vipako is a result. And then dite chewa dame is correct. It's a locative case like just now. Okay. Okay, this is locative. Yeah. But the problem is this apilanancha is not locative. Okay, it's not locative. So there's some difference here. Okay, so you notice that this is the locative and this one is not locative. This one, because it's a masculine here, so it seems to be accusative case here. So it's a little bit surprising. All right. So this correct, this locative, but this is in English appear as locative, but in Pali it's not locative, okay, accusative. All right. So you can see the way they translate. So bodily misconduct, kaya ducharitasa. Right. So we can translate in a literal way. Okay. For example, you say papako vipako, you can say okay. There is bad result. Okay, in this life and next life. Okay, so if you want to put the either genitive or you can say for bodily misconduct, if you take it that this is a dative or genitive, you can take it in this way. Okay, for this is a dative, for bodily misconduct, there is a result in this life. Or you can translate it, there is bad result of bodily misconduct in this life and next life, right? So you can see that there are two ways how I can translate it, which is this is the best translation, right? Body misconduct has a bad result in this present lifetime and future life. But if I'm going to follow the grammar strictly, dative case, so I translate for, this is dative case, bodily misconduct. For the bodily misconduct, there is a bad result this time and next time. Because of why I put there is, because there's no, you can either, if you want, you can add in some verb like the arti, just to add in here. So to make it as a verb here, because if not, there's no verb here. So this is how we can just kind of like we can just play around ourselves, So let's say if you just put an arti here to make sure it's interesting, okay? All right. Or if you are going to make it as a genitive here, so I can translate the bad result of as a genitive, right? It's a genitive sentence here. So any question up to this point about the way of translation? Any question about this part?
Saya G,
Mm,
Saya G, may I ask, can
yes.
hoti be used instead of ati? Hoti, that is it possible?
Hoti also can.
Or is it wrong? Can.
Yeah. I think maybe hoti is better than ati. Yeah, hoti. Hoti is a to be, right? Hoti is to be. Yeah, better. To be. Ati is a is, he has. Yeah, but if you're going to translate it with the word has, maybe ati is better, Okay, so
Thank
maybe
you, Saya
hoti
G.
or ati. So we take it as two, okay? Ati and hoti. Or ati is has, something has, right? And hoti is to be. To be means is or are, right? So you just put these things and then see how it will affect the translation. All right. So kata to yes.
Sorry, Sadi, can you explain a bit further on the dite chewa dame? That part I'm
Okay.
not very clear.
Okay. Dita chewa dame, right? So yeah, actually dikta dhamma is a word by itself. It's just a word by itself, okay? So here it actually, sorry, there's something wrong with my copy. So dikta dhamma is a word. Okay. So it's actually belong to word, dite dhamma. So or you make it as dikta dhamma. When you combine it, actually one word only. Okay, just combine. So when you check the dictionary, you can find it as one word. So what is dita dhamma? Dhamma is a kind of like phenomenon or whatever, but main thing is look at the word dita. Okay, dita is seen, found, understood. All right, what you can see, what you can understood. Okay, so for this kind of detailed explanation, you have to look at the Pali dictionary. All right, look at Pali dictionary for the. Okay, so look at this. You have to check the Pali dictionary for this one. This one, okay? Dita Dhamma, belonging or referring to the world of present existence. Always contrast with the Samparayita. Okay, this is the one, all right? So the best dictionary to check is still the Pali English dictionary, which you can see with lots of information as this one. Okay?
Okay.
So dicta, all right? The key point is dicta, all right? Dita means something you can see. All right, it's a sin. It's from the past participle of the word pasati. Pasati, okay, pasati. Pasati means see. So what you can see is, of course, this life, you know. Future life is the another one. Okay, so the problem is it break down, you know. Chewa, decay is divided by the word chewa, and the cha is here, right? You can see this one cha, and then the chewa. So why is it break down here? Okay, so there's another way we can translate. For example, you can say, you see, like this, wachi do charita. Wachi means that the verbal action. Bad verbal is a wachi. Do is a bad action. Bad action of the bad action. Papako evil result. Dittha chewa dame means that in this life, chewa, as well as next life, right? So you can see cha and cha, which have maybe another significance. Okay, so maybe you can look at the cha and then you follow by cha. So maybe significant with the word as well as. So it means that the bad result you don't see only in this life, but you also see in next life. It's like compulsory this life and also next life. Okay, so it's also in a way it's also kind of like stress. So the bad result will happen this life and next life. Okay, I think this
Okay.
sentence, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
next.
I understand now. Thank you.
All right, okay, all right. So this one the grammar here. Okay, now next one. So iti pati sankhaya. Now, this is when you see the gerund, yeah, gerund iti pati sankha. When you see gerund, it's very easy for you to identify the root because you can see pati sang and the root is already ka. Okay, the root is very obvious because gerund you can gerunds. Remember when we say the gerund, all right? Okay, gerund the root is either tw long a twa and then with the ya. Okay, so when you just remove the ya, you can see the root is the ka kha ka. Yeah. Okay, now, so why we say this paleo? So when you memorize, it's not difficult because you already see the kaya du charitam. It's repeat from the earlier part. Here you kaya du charitasa, wachi du charitasa, mano du charitasa, and here repeat again. Kaya du charitam pahaya. And then followed by kaya sucharitam bhaveti. Then wachi du charitam pahaya, wachi sucharitam bhaveti. Mano du charitam pahaya, mano sucharitam bhaveti. And then finally, sudam atam pariharati. Idam vichadi bhikkhave patisankhana. Right? So look at the translation. So having reflected task, okay? Reflected, having reflected already is a gerund here. Okay, having reflected, all right, with the twa. So is he. He. Who is he? Who is a he? Ida bikawe ekacho. Somebody. All right? Somebody. Reflect. So he refer to this somebody. All right? So here the first thing he do is kaya du charidam pahaya. He abandons. He abandons bad misconduct, bad things. And then bhaveti develops. Okay, now, so we can look at the, here it translate with the word and, you know, he abandoned something and he developed something. Okay, it is also logic to us if you use the word and. Okay, he abandons the bad thing and develops the good thing. So he abandons the bodily misconduct and develops the bodily good conduct. So this one way to develop, but we can translate in another way. All right, with the, there's another way I can translate. For example, you can translate like this one. taking the ya, pahaya is like maybe having abandoned bodily misconduct, he develops bodily good conduct. So this one, when you say the word and, it look like it can be like just now I already mentioned the word gerund. It can be like happen, what you call it? Concurrent action, one after another, like this and, right? This action happen at one time with the word and, okay? Concurrent action, simultaneous action, okay? But you can do it like this one, having abandoned body misconduct, he developed this conduct. This is what kind of action it is. We call it one after another. So I call it in sequence, you know. Okay. So having abandoned first and he develops bodily good conduct comes later. So this action is having one come after another. So this is not in concurrent action. So that's where I think this is also logic. Having abandoned the body misconduct first, okay, if you want to make it more logic, you can put the word first and then he developed body good conduct later. So you can do it like this. We call it add in if you want to make it more meaningful. Okay. He abandoned the bodily misconduct first and he developed bodily good conduct later. This in sequence. Or if you want to put as concurrent and like above translation, okay? Okay, any question about this part? Yeah. All right. Okay, no question, we continue. Pariharati. Have you seen this word before in the Metta Sutta, nighttime chanting? Metta aham awiro homi. Do you see this? In which sentence? Do you remember when you do a metta chanting? Aham awiro homi. Then some more. With this word pariharantu. Suki atana pariharantu. Right? Yeah. Okay. So you can see this one. Maintain oneself. Sudam. Sudam is an impurity, but even the English with the word in, that Bali there's no in, you know. Bali just say maintain oneself, or Sudam means as pure. But English is the impurity with the word in, all right? Okay, this is not difficult. So idam vuchati. Next one. Idam vuchati. This is core. This is a passive sentence. Okay. So when you study the passive, so remember passive is the word with the passive is always with the ya, all right? So BAC plus ya plus T become vuchati. All right. So this is a passive. So that's why the English must be this is called. This is called, right? The power reflection, patisankhana. Okay. Okay. So like this, we already finished this first sentence. Okay, it is patisankhana balam. Okay, yeah, patisankhana. Let's check again the patisankhana. Power reflection, yeah. Yeah, this is really in Anguttara Nikaya, book volume 2, page 10. Okay. Patisankha, yeah. Patisankha, patisankhati. Patisankha. So these are nice words here. Kya. The root is KYA, Kya. Tinshato, Kya. Tinshato, yeah. The root is KHYA. Yeah. Okay, so we go back to this word patisankha. Patisankha. Yeah, the roots kia. The roots kia. In the Myanmar dictionary, it says it's like to make it obvious or to make something appear. This means that to make the knowledge appear in your mind. Okay, kia. The root is kia. You reflect again with the, you see the is the word pati. So you think about it again. So it makes things happen clearly in your mind. There's a power reflection, right? So when we just look at the pali, what's the meaning of reflection? Reflection means that you think again, okay, to according to roots, to make the something obvious in your mind, right? So by thinking, reflecting, then you get a wisdom. And then this is patisamkhya. The word chick is a very strange, yeah. Chick. But it should be with the E. Chick. Okay. So I was thinking about this. Chick also very fun. To tell. Why is it to tell here? It should not be to tell something. Patisanchika. Patisanchika. Chick, yeah, the root is chick. Okay, according to the Myanmar dictionary, Patit Sanchikati is to investigate again. Yeah. Even the Myanmar dictionary, they say the root chi is doubtful, because the root chi is to say something. Yeah. Okay. The root chi is a doubtful here. So let's see the root chi again. Also the jaga. Yeah, sometimes the root is announce or tell. Yeah, I think the roots is doubtful to me. Okay, anyway, we just put a question mark. Maybe next time, come back to here or whatever. All right, so we finished this first paragraph. Okay, any question? If not, so next, yes.
Sorry, Sayaji, can I ask one question?
Yes.
Patisankana balam or the patisanchikati, can we also say that is to contemplate, because we are to investigate, to reflect, but can we also say to contemplate, since again and again we're trying to look into it in the mind?
Yeah, okay. But normally the word contemplate is like, we say you contemplate the Dhamma, you contemplate your breathing in and breathing out. I think the word contemplate is used more in meditation. But here is not talking about meditation time. It's talking about any time you can consider things, not just only meditation. So reflection is more general compared to the contemplation. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So no question, we go to the second paragraph. All right. So kata mancha bikaya bawana balam. Kata bikaya yaimidam bawana balam. Sikhana medam balam. Sikhanhi so bikaya balam. Agama ragam pajahati dosam pajah mogam pasai. Ragam pahaya dosa pahaya mogam pahaya yang aku salam natam karoti yam papang natam sewati itang wuchati bikaya bawana. This one also very easy. Actually, the whole sentence is not difficult. It's very simple. Okay, this is the part 2 already. Kata mancha bikoe bawana balam. Tatra bikaya midam bawana balam. Sikamana midam balam. Alright? So always look at it. Okay, of course, like just now you all can go and analyze it. Is it indicative? Is there a question here?
kata manca is a question and followed by the bikawe or monks. So here it doesn't go like monks. Okay. So monks. Okay. You put the N because of the chart here. What is a kata manca? Right, power of development, bawana. Right, so the subject is only one subject, bawana. Tatra, tatra, you notice, bikawe is not in the translation. Okay, so we can put in tatra is daring. The power of development. So bawana balam is. Now you notice that the verb is also not in the. It's not in the translation also. Okay, there's no is here. The subject is the power of development. Okay. And then the subject complement, the power of trainers. So next time for those who do analysis, you have to like tell your listener what is subject. Subject is the power development. The verb is, but it's not mentioned in Pali. And the power of trainer is the subject complement. Right? What is power? Power is balam. Sik, this one. Sikhanam. Sikhanam is a genitive plural of trainers. All right, I wanted to go detail because I can't already go detail. So I try to see the relationship. All right, power of trainers. Of trainers is a sekana. Etam. Etam is the here, this. But this is not mentioned here. But it's already put the word the, right? The is a etam here, a demonstrative pronoun. Now is, okay, now you have the is, but in Pali. So you can add in. What do you think? Is it ati or is it hoti? What do you think? Is it ati or hoti? Anybody suggest? Ati or hoti? Okay. Ati. Ati means has. Ati Sanji has, eh? Or how about hoti? Ati, so if you look at the Pali, make easy. All right. Ati Sanji. Ati also can. He is. Yeah. So it can be Ati or hoti. Okay. Yeah. Hoti is to be. Ati also. Hoti translate. Ati can translate he is. All right. Like here is. So above you also can have the Ati. Has or is here is this is not. Okay. All right. Okay, now this is now you have this question. Right. Yeah. This one, yadidam, yamidam. So you notice that this is yam and idam combined. Okay. In the Sri Lanka version, it becomes yadidam. Okay. So there's a changes from M to D. So yam midam or yam idam also same. Is talking about this yam refer to what is this yam? This yam refer to this bawana balam. Right? So bawana balam is refer to the this yam linked to the previous sentence. Okay, so sometimes you can just maybe highlight it in another color. So to make it you understand that this is something like this. Right, so link to this. Okay. Because in Pali, when you study, you have to notice the previous sentence because this sentence is not come alone. It linked to previous sentence. So especially when you have the relative sentence like start with the Y, you know, yata, yatra, yam, or yo, you have to look at previous sentence. Okay, I think now the sentence is very easy. Okay. Second, he chat so bikawe. Right. Now you notice bikawe is not mentioned here. We have put that monks, okay? Monks. Balam, agama, right? So this is also one of the sentences here. So ragam pachati, dosam pachati, mogam pachati. This is very easy for you all. Great hatred and devotion. Right? So this sentence is very easy, and to memorize is very so easy because it's you notice a lot of word you know already. Huh? So relying on. Okay. So and here is very easy. Agama should happen first because to abandon Greek hatred delusion, there must be some power. So the power balam should happen first. So that's why if the English use for relying, okay. So maybe instead of for, we can translate another way, okay, by relying, or maybe agama. Agama means from the word gam, coming or approaching. Is come, gam is a goal. So approaching, I think the best way, maybe not even. There's another translation. Agama. Okay. Agachati, having come together, owing together. We reference together, owing to, by means of. All right. So this means that by means of, but on account of, for the sake of, on behalf of. All right. So there are various translations for this one. Agama. So I will take it as a caution, okay? So by having the power, or by on account of this power, on account of, okay? So there are many various of translation for this agama. Okay. So by on account of, by relying on, or for the sake of power, or many various translation. But what you understand is actually like the translation saying by depending. So by depending on power, because you need a power here. What kind of power? Power of a trainee. Okay, trainee is a genitive singular. So rely on the power, only by relying on the power of the trainee, right? Then one can abandon the great hatred delusion. But what is the power of trainee here? That's the question. What is this power of training? What is this power of training? Do you know what is a training here? Anybody know what is training? What is training? Any answer? Who is a trainee? Who has means that training means that they are not reaching the Arahant stage. So they will be stream enterer, once returner, non-returner. Okay. So this means that they have reached the enlightenment, but they have not reached the Arahant. So this means that they have, their mind is very strong. So they have enough power to get rid of certain level of a great hatred delusion, not totally, but certain level, because only Arahant can get rid of all the great hatred delusion. Okay. So second, he so bikawe balam agama ragam pajadi dosama. And so, who is this soul again? So means like just a ekacho, somebody. Rely on the power of the training. Okay. So now, so this is also easy to remember because you have the pajahati, pajahati, pajahati. So you go to here, it become gerund here, pahaya. Dosa pahaya, moga pahaya. So you still have the loba dosa moga, but now he become a gerund here. Just now is the present tense, pajahati. Yam aku salam na tam karoti. Yam papa na sewanti. Okay. Whatever unwholesome thing he does not do. Whatever evil thing he does not pursue. Pursue means does not practice. All right. Right? So having abandoned, ragam, bahaya. So you can see it's a gerund here. Read last hatred delusion. One does not do anything. Not karoti, not do. Okay? Not karoti. Is together with the not karoti. And then yam papam, not sewati. So this is a not here. One does not pursue. Right? So here is very simple. The subject is so. Right? Still on the so, because earlier we still had the so. So the subject here is so. So never forget when you study the Pali, you have to remember this must be a subject. The subject is so. So the so he already abandoned last hatred and having abandoned this one. So last hatred delusion, he does not do anything. Anything, what is this anything? Anything he used the word yam, right? Yam akusalam, yam. So remember dative pronoun. So here is translated in a general way, anything. Okay. And yam papam. You also translate in as a anything bad papam. So idam wuchadi bikawe bam. So wuchadi we see already. Okay. Passive sentence. Power development. Okay. Imani bikawe are two powers. Here also you don't see the word here. Okay. Two powers. Here the subject is imani. This. Right? The subject is become this. So the complement, subject complement are two powers. Okay, this sentence not so difficult. So any question? So I think next week we will do the Jenny one. Jenny one is actually very easy. So any question, Jenny? Okay. So I highlight it so you can see this. So if you study this in advance, I mean, when I send the text to you, if you study in advance or write down on a piece of paper, the Pali and English, you can follow better, you know. So any of you write down on a piece of paper or write down on your notebook or whatever.
Yes, yes, we do.
Write down. So,
yes, yes.
so can you follow better after you write in advance, you know? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We also
So,
check all those words before the class.
okay, good. Good student. You got a good student. So even though it's only 1 week, one time, but the notes are given you in advance. So if you do your homework, you can follow better, right? Because actually the student should be more hardworking than the teacher. Not the teacher is hardworking than the student. All right. Okay. So any question? I think or you
Sayagi,
yes.
when we go through the words before the class, so when you explain and present, then it becomes much clearer and easier for us to follow.
Yes,
and
yes, yeah. Because the words are you are familiar with it already. But if you never study, like last minute, suddenly I go and show you all the new Pali words and you all will get a shock. Yeah. I also have to study in advance, you know, at least when I send you the notes the day before. So I have to, before I send you the notes, so I had to check to make sure it's not so difficult. Only the number 15 is difficult. Maybe 15 we skip it because it's to do with the Vinaya, the rules for monks, and I think it's beyond your understanding about some of the Vinaya things. All right. So the rest are quite simple, which is to do with meditation and how you can practice it. All right. So I hope like Sister Ong, Bo-Swan, and Brother King, sooner or later I hope you all can present also. Okay.
we will try. Thank you, Sayagi.
Even though not as perfect like Brother Kawa, he is very detailed, he's too perfect already. But it's okay, you all should try even like 50% or 30%, at least try something, because I think that's the best way, you know, because when you personally sit down in front of computer or try to key in all the analysis, you really understand a lot. Or it's too technical for you, all what you do is just take a piece of paper and write down the Pali, write down the English, and write down the grammatical point above the Pali, you know. But make sure your handwriting is clear enough. And then you take a screenshot or take a photo and send to us. We also can follow by your camera, whatever you record, you know, just on the piece of paper. It's okay. So yeah, so don't need to worry about the technical things. Yeah, because in my school, in my university, my teacher, professor, he really write on piece of whiteboard, which is fine. He find it's more natural for him. Using computer also too difficult for him. He also about 50 years old. I don't think he's so old, but he think it's difficult for him, so he use whiteboard also. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
Sagi.
Okay. Yeah.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye. See you all next time. Okay.